Last week, with the 20-somethings, the girls sat down for their first discussion on how they stay true to themselves and a light for others, especially in these dark times. And woo child, several points were made.
What I do to find light in my life is just things that I'm grateful for. I always try to focus on that.
I just like continue to challenge myself, like, okay, yes, they did that, but how can I still show love and be consistent?
A lot of these interactions are projection of what people are going through, their past traumas, what they've seen, what they've observed, and it hardly ever has to do with you.
And that's okay. It's not okay, and that's okay, baby. That's okay. That's not gonna stop your shine, and you gonna do what you gonna do. Purr.
That was nothing but facts.
It is.
But it's true, because you shouldn't expect to just do it for other people.
Now, y'all ready for part 2? Let's get into it.
So since we're discussing about being a light in other people's lives, what are some actual ways that you try to be there for someone? Like, what are some tangible things or some examples that you can tell us that you do for others?
For me, I think my biggest thing is being supportive of others.
In what way?
That sounded so like.
I know, like, what were you supporting? Are we lying right now?
What are you ever supporting?
I didn't mean to like that. I was like trying to probe you.
Like you was gonna be like, but you ain't support me 3 years ago when I did it.
He's really about to lie right now.
Let me pull out the receipts of that one time that I needed you to take me to my event. Is that why you weren't?
No, you not what I was trying to do.
You ain't answered your phone. Like,
she was getting into it. She was gonna say how.
I really was getting into it.
Don't lie again. You can lie for
You gonna lie in front of everybody?
Finish your lie.
Attack.
We joke, we kid.
Attack. But yeah, I think like just being supportive of everyone as much as possible. If my friends have a goal or a business or anything like that, I definitely want to help boost it and just like know that there's someone in their corner. So whatever it means, like encouraging words or just, hey, I'm praying for you, or asking, hey, can I pray for you in this area? Just making sure that they know that I am supportive of their goals and dreams, even if it's like something out of the, everyone knows I'm here for you. So like I'm front row at Anne-Marie's dance shows screaming like, get it, like, just things of that nature, just making sure everyone feels like really validated in whatever passion they have. So that's me.
Yeah, she does that though. You do.
She like a little cheerleader.
When I'm on my walks, I'll be calling her and we just be chit-chatting, She just be. She always says that you're, I don't know, like you can just always come to her and just talk about anything for real.
She be waiting to apply for the good news, y'all. She be waiting for you to drop it in the chat. Yes.
Yes. I try to reiterate to people like what I see in them. So
Words of affirmation.
Yeah, words of affirmation. Just like sometimes people, I don't know, they view themselves in a different way. So I just always try to bring it back and be like, no, you are this, this, and this, and yeah, that's what I do.
She grounds people. Mary, you are really good at like just providing words of affirmation and making sure everyone knows like who they are and how you see. Alright.
Here we go. No, speak on it. Tell me more.
Never.
You always find the right words to like uplift somebody. Yeah.
She has a way with words.
For me, I just feel like I try to do my best in terms of like being a light for other people. I think a lot of it has to do with maybe my personality, which is why it's a little difficult. And I try to find this balance in like seasons of like, where it's a little tough for me. I try to step outside of my own suffering to kind of show up 100% for other people, because what I view is like a small thing and how you can make other people feel really means the world to other people. So just kind of like showing up, being my best self for others, and just kind of just being a joy, being a light, like keeping it fun, keeping it fresh. Showing up 100% as yourself to be of service to other people and whatever gifts or whatever makes you, for just thinking of how you can relate that to other people. If it's your personality, if it's the gift of your word, if it's your service, like how you can benefit other people, just to remember to step outside of yourself and just show up 100%. So I always come through with the kiki.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
She comes through with the kiki.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like putting yourself kind of second or last, and knowing like the role and the impact that you can have on other people's lives.
Recognizing the impact.
Yes.
That's okay.
Right.
There we go.
Impact.
That's what it was. The impact. Recognize your impact. How big or however big or small you think it is.
Yes.
It means the world. Like, and that's why you have those gifts. Like, why you have like that intuition to do such. So
I really think like I feel like super blessed to have like a bubbly personality and like a lot of energy and things of that nature, because I feel like I radiate off like a lot of good positive energy.
Exactly.
And like it truly warms my heart when people call me just like for a kiki or whatever. And no, for real, like it, like when I make people laugh, like that is my why. Like I want to make people laugh. I want to make people feel better. I want to make people forget about their situation. And I want to just bring positivity to any space that I'm in. So I'm always joking. I'm always laughing and trying to make light of a situation. And it really warms me to see people smile from something I said or something I did. So that is my why. That is why I'm in my job, in my role. That is why
She's passionate.
that is why that's why I want to hang out with y'all. Like,
I just have to come all the way over here.
ew. But no, like it's really interesting when you think about it like as your why, because it helps me be like, okay, well, like Taylor, you know, you may be going through this, like you may be going through a hard time, but like still think about what you can do for others, like
Changing
still
the narrative.
think about how you can be a positive impact to someone despite your situation, despite what you're going through. And like that kind of helps me bring me out of any like kind of negative mental space I'm in. Like, I mean, I could be stressing about this, I can be down about this, or I could be making somebody's day, or I could be talking to someone, helping them through a problem. So it's just like that helps me each and every day to like just continue and stay motivated, because you know, sometimes when you're really in the midst of something, it's hard to stay motivated. But it's like I know what my personality can do, so I want to make sure I'm doing that, because otherwise, you know, you're wasting your gift. Like, you know, you're wasting your
Don't waste it.
So
Authenticity. I love all of this. For me, I'm big on like the healing aspect of things. My soul is fed seeing other people kind of like move past where they were and like realizing the things that held them back and kind of like moving past it and then realizing their gifts. Like I like seeing people come up out of like their dark spaces. That's what feeds me. And so I kind of spend time Miriam. Sorry, I'm really getting the feels today. No, like, you're right. Tighten up.
I'm tears.
I almost cried. Oh my gosh.
Yo, not on camera.
All right. We'll do it later. But
Y'all supposed to be home.
I'm sorry. But
this is why we're not allowed to sit together. This why
They've been trying to stop this.
All right.
And that's never gonna stop that.
That's why we can just be healing and rubbing over here. It could be
Make it out west. Take it out west.
all right.
like I said,
Yeah. We were talking about
like I was saying,
healing.
The healing aspect. I'm an empath, and
Yes.
I am a highly sensitive person. That's the psychological term for it. But I just feel things on a deeper level than most people, so I can easily sense shifts in energy and shifts in that. I feel like that's my God-given thing, because like I'll notice certain things about people that other people might not, and then come to find out when I talk to them some more, like there's actually something way more serious going on than they actually let up or let on. So I enjoy that. I think also creating that balance, like we talked about before, because it's very easy to get sucked into other people's the things that they're going through, but also creating those healthy boundaries and like knowing your purpose and your why, like they emphasize the impacts, because like recently I was getting tired of being myself in the sense of being consistently like, oh, what's wrong? Like let's work through it, da 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 da. But then there's like impacts in people's lives that you may never see. And like that's kind of like a hard pill to swallow. Like you might never see like the benefits, but you're benefiting them in the end. And you just gotta trust that in your spirit. So that's bringing it all full circle. Authenticity, purpose. And that's why I have a little thing about social media nowadays, but well, that's another video too. It does not matter who gives you your approval, because literally when you feed into it, you'll never be pleased. You'll never achieve purpose, and you'll never reach the levels that God destined you to reach. So please yourself in the sense of like walk in purpose. It does not matter who gives you the hand claps. It does not matter how many likes you get. If you know why you put it out there, stand in it, like, and don't waver. Like, don't even worry about who approves or who doesn't. You're already approved by God.
Just because people don't receive your light, it doesn't stop. That doesn't stop. People, I feel like you're doing this for not people's admiration or their approval, but for people's liberation, their salvation, their healing. Like, it is not about the flowers, the what people can, while it is about other people and how you can be of service to them, it's not about, at the end of the day, their approval. It's about you walking in purpose.
And I think that this generation, I don't know what to call it, but people our age get caught up in the accolades. And if you look at it, like, they're not happy. So don't care about getting your house by this age. Don't care about getting your car by this age. Don't care about, oh, this many people liked my picture, I need to do better. Like, or if this many people didn't like your picture, oh, this picture isn't fire. No, you're fire, you're amazing, you're this, you're that. Like, don't let anybody deter you from doing what you're called to do.
I think when I find myself, or maybe even like someone like seeking the approval of others, like I just either challenge myself or challenge them to check your heart, like check your reasonings, check your why. Why do you want those accolades? Why did you want those likes? Why did you want that approval by someone, especially if you're already approved by God? So have you been consistent? Yes. Are you walking in your purpose? Is your character speaking for itself? If you're checking those boxes, then you need to make sure you're checking your heart, because it's something going on within you in which you're seeking someone else's approval, someone else who's just as imperfect, who's just as messed up as you are. And it's like, why? They already have their own stuff to do. Why do you need their approval? Like, your life is your life. Even though you're here to, serve others, it's, you have your own box to be in. Well, I don't want to put people in boxes, but you have your own lane. Yes, you have your own lane. Stop trying to swerve. Stop trying to, be everywhere and anything in between. And like, I think it's definitely this generation messes things up because of like wanting the clout of everything.
Clout does not get you a dang.
You got to move from the heart, not the ego, baby.
Period. I like that.
Is it recording? Oh yeah.
Y'all, I get so mad. There was so many gems.
So many gems. So we're gonna do plenty of other videos. I mean, this is what the channel is about, healing, talking about real topics. We're not with the waves, okay? We'll see a little challenge or a little fun little thing here and there because we like to kiki, but you're not gonna see us getting caught up in just things that don't matter. So we're talking about the things that do matter, and we want to help you and your soul and your spirit to be your best you. So we're the 20-somethings. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all that. Yeah. We out.